Hi there, it's Annie Lou. How are you? It is time to make an EveryPlate dinner. So tonight I am going to do the creamy Dijon chicken. Now I already prepped everything. So I have the potatoes all cut up. I left the peels on. I cleaned off the parts that needed removing. And adding the oil. And I'm going to add, it says to add half of this. So this is 1 tablespoon of Italian seasonings in case you want to do this at home. So you would need a half a tablespoon. I happen to have a half a tablespoon measuring spoon. Put on the cover and shake it up. The other thing I have prepped already is the baking sheet, and I sprayed it with Pam. Now I am going to lay these out. I have lots of room so I can really spread them out. And I have the oven preheated to 450, and it says to cook those for 20 to 25 minutes. So we'll put this timer on. So I will check it when this goes off. So the next instruction is to get a frying pan and oil it up. I have the temperature set to medium high, and I like to get my pastry brush. I don't know what happened to this, but it still works fine. And we'll let that heat up. Now what I like to do is to get that Tupperware container. I am going to be cooking the zucchini next, and they're sliced at about 1/2 inch thick, and then I cut them in half to make what they call moons. So I have the zucchini in here, and I added a little bit more oil and a little bit of Italian seasoning. Shake it up. Okay, we want this pan to be just a little bit warmer. I really, really, really love EveryPlate. It's so easy to make dinner. It just is. They send you all the ingredients. You have instructions of what it's supposed to look like, right? And I think my dinners come out pretty much looking like the picture. And they give you the ingredients that you need to use, and then picture instructions. What is easier than that? I think the pan is hot enough. I am going to put in the zucchini. Yep, I can hear the sizzle. I like to get all of the seasonings out. The instructions are to pan fry these 4 to 7 minutes, so I am just going to watch them. So I just looked at these, and I'm going to turn them. I think my heat is too high, but just following directions. Good thing I'm flipping. Come on, buddy. There you go. Zucchini really doesn't take that long to cook, and I don't like it when it's mushy. And even though these are quite brown, they're still quite firm. I think they're perfect, actually. Transfer to a plate and cover to keep warm, and then I'm going to be adding the chicken to the frying pan, and let's do this. I always just like to use a pan cover to cover things over. Now to add the chicken. So I have the chicken cooking. I am going to give it a spray of butter-flavored oil. And then it says to use up the rest of the Italian seasonings. And to cook this for, it says 5 to 6 minutes on each side, but I know that is too long. It smells really good. The trick to juicy chicken is not to overcook it. My husband tells me not to move them around, not to poke them around. But you can't not poke around, right? So I turned this down to a medium heat. It was pretty high before. Time to flip. What I like to do is cut the chicken and just look at the middle. And it still needs more cooking. Just a wee bit more. I think this one's done. So I have another cover to put on that. All right, I think this is done. Add it to the other chicken. I'm going to wipe out this pan. I have the pan back on the heat, and it says to add a drizzle of oil, and I'm going to add the garlic and the scallions. So the white scallions, and I am adding the garlic. This called for 2 cloves of garlic, but I like garlic, so I put in 3. It is smelling mighty good. So now I have to put in 2 tablespoons of water. And the chicken stock. I have to put that fan on a little bit. Give that a whirl. Then it says to remove from heat. So I did turn the heat off. Now I have to add 1 tablespoon of butter, which is not something they send you. And the sour cream. That is probably about 2 tablespoons of sour cream. And Dijon mustard. This is probably about a tablespoon. We'll give that a whirl. Now this will get spooned onto the chicken. I think I should check my potatoes. The potatoes are done. I shut off the heat. And I think this looks pretty good, but I'm going to add just a little bit more water to it. Make a creamier sauce. I think this is perfect. So I am done, believe it or not. And I shall plate this and show you the finished product.